Welcome, everyone, and thank you for registering for the Perfectionism Masterclass. I know that most of you are listening to the recording, and the people that are here can ask questions in the end. I'm going to share about this important topic for 30 minutes, and then we'll have time 15 minutes for questions, and then we can go deeper. The question part is going to be recorded and also will go online. I think it's really important. Any question that you ask is relevant for so many people that are going to listen to the masterclass. I want to start from a personal story. This subject is important to me. I was a very perfectionist teenager. And it started with the way I looked, the body, what I wore, my hair, and a lot with academics. If I didn't think I'm going to get 100 points in an exam, I wouldn't even go. I was very stressed, very anxious, perfectionist, competitive, comparing to other people, high achiever, thinking a lot about the long term future. And even when I'm saying it now, I feel already the energy in the body. I remember it. And I started my journey, high school, then college, learning finance, economics. I was a really good student. I got many job offers, but I wasn't happy. And I realized that around the age of 24, that everything was perfect from outside. I had a partner, I had a beautiful dog, a private house in Israel, job offers. I even worked in producing commercial and earned a lot of money. I was young. Offered to open somebody offered me to open a business of marketing and commercials. So basically, from outside, I heard people say, "Wow, your life is like a movie. Everything is so perfect." But inside, I wasn't calm. I wasn't happy, and I didn't know why. I tried all kind of meditations when I was already a teenager. I did a lot of physical work, kung fu, martial arts, transcendental meditation, but nothing really helped. And then I decided to leave Israel. Everybody was surprised again because outside everything was perfect. Um, and I started a journey, a 10 years journey of traveling. I know that the mind, the perfectionist mind, can create a lot of suffering, body wise. It's not healthy, and a lot of stress. And we know that stress can really hurt our lifestyle, our well being, and our physical health. So I'm happy you are here. I'm going to go step by step what helped me. For perfectionism, for people that want everything perfect, um, we are really goal oriented. We want to be high achievers. We have a lot of goals and visions about our lives, but it can be also in small things about your home. If you look around, do you have laundry piled up in the living room, or everything is perfect? When you wear something, if there is a small stain, what do? It's not easy. You know, it's too fast, it's too sharp, and it's tiring over time. Many times I work with people still young, everything is working for them. It's not easy to work doing a work with them because it's working for them externally and internally. They're starting a startup, or they're in working in the Silicon Valley, they're successful. But you see a difference in long term between people that are grounded and calm and not fear oriented. And we'll talk a lot about the connection between fear and being perfectionist, and between the people that are really, really, are stressed. And long term, I think that the people that are grounded, connected, and calmer from inside will go a long way. I had a YPO retreat with 70 CEOs. It was a pleasure to work with them. There is some grounding there. They see the bigger picture, not stressed easily. And there are winners and high achievers. So it means when I brought an exercise to the retreat they never did before, they did it all the way. You could see that there is the passion, there is a little bit of competition looking around, you know, wanting to be the best, but it can serve us also in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual practice. So let's go back and understand first, when did it start for you? When did it start? Because you see young kids, they can play freely in the playground, even if they have a white shirt full of stains, roll in the mud, and nothing needs to be perfect, not the hair, and nothing that they do. But there is a time in your life that you started to check yourself, right? Or you've been checked by others. Sometimes it's parents, and then it can start early on, and sometimes teachers. And the observer was born. Like, are you checking yourself? Obviously, you are if you are here, but when did it start? And this is important to understand. I have two kids, Emma and Romy, and I remember one time I was sitting with Emma doing Play Doh. I think she was around 3 or 4 years old, and she's doing something from Play Doh. We did the same, and she's looking at mine, and she's looking at hers, and suddenly she's doing that and saying, "Oh, it's not good." My heart in that moment was broken for a second, and I took a big breath, and I asked her, "What do you feel now when you're doing this thing, when you're ruining what you created?" And she said, "I feel sad." I said, "Yes, you feel sad because what did you think?" And she said, "I thought it's not good. Yours are better. It's not perfect." And from that moment, I started to work with her about what is perfect. Is there is something like that perfect? Because I look at nature and I'm telling her, nature, is it perfect? There are brown leaves, not everything is flowering. We live in Presidio Park, so you see the nature. So, what your mind is telling you, and I cannot really say what your mind is telling you. She's young, now she's 9. And we've started to work with that. It was really interesting to apply the tools on my kids and see that it's working. That today she started to say, and I hear her saying to her friend, nothing is perfect, it's natural. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. And it's not that she's not making an effort to study, she's great. And she's doing a lot. She likes to be good at sports and she likes to create things and to learn and to read, but she's not comparing herself to others. And she not it doesn't care what people think. She's doing it the best she can. So those years between 3, 4, 5, it started from her for her, and I don't know from where, not from our home, and slowly developing this. I'm okay. I'm okay. Also understanding that each of us are different. We receive gifts when we are born. You see, some kids are very athletic, right? They receive a strong body and they're really capable. It's amazing to see them run or play ball, right? It's different. Some kids are creative. We have few kids in her class that are painting so beautifully. Like, you feel they just received it, this creativity when they are born. It's a gift. Some others are really good in math. My son is magician with numbers. So you see, different kids have different gifts. So if we'll start to compare ourselves, and I always say my kids, you receive your gift. You can be good also in other things, of course, but also there are gifts, and the people call it the purpose, right? The adults calling it the purpose. But so don't compare yourself, right, to others. It will not help you. It will create a lot of suffering and sadness, basically, or anger. Um, so just to do the things the best you can with intention will be enough. Because if you will start to think, oh, I did it well, I didn't do it well, why did I do that? Why didn't do that? I should do this. Wow, what it will create, what kind of feeling it will create. Basically, you blame yourself, right? You blame yourself, you compare yourself, you judge yourself. It will not help you achieve more, the opposite. You will achieve less. Another problem of perfectionism is it's hard to work in a team because you think everybody needs to do it well like you, right? In relationship, it's also hard. I work a lot with couples, and let's say one is more like a natural parent, or doing things like really well. And I'm saying to her or him, but it's so tiring to lead all the time, right? Maybe when your partner will do it, it will not be a VIP drive, right? Maybe when he will do the bath to the kid, it will not be like, oh, with, soap and bubbles and everything, but it will be a bath and the child will be clean. When you start to compare and you start to judge and you decide to do it alone, that's many times the conclusion of people that want it really 1% well. I will do it alone. I can trust myself. You cannot really achieve a lot in life. You can build a small life and do it well, but if you want to really grow and be happier, you need other people. And when you lead other people while you are critical and perfectionist in a not healthy way, people don't like to work with you and they will not come with enthusiasm and energy to give. Think about teachers that you love or didn't like when you are young. I don't know if you had, I had a very inspiring teacher. I remember her until today. And another one too. One was math and one was literature. They were really fun. They were in their purpose. They inspired me. They weren't critical, perfectionists, checking too much like a policeman, right? Those people, those teachers inspired you. You want to become like them. You loved even the subject they taught. You did more homework in these subjects. Why? Because you part of you also wanted to do it because you enjoy that and you love that because they presented it in a way of positive way. But part of you also wanted to do it for them. You remember that in high school, in college. So the inner leader is important. How do you lead yourself? Do you lead yourself through success and failure? Do you check yourself about things you do? It can be about small things, how you make the coffee. It can be about big things. Or can you lead yourself with positive affirmation, with understanding that you are doing it the best you can? Maybe it's not the best. You are learning and evolving, right? But it's the best you can, with a lot of compassion and passion. So basically, sometimes when people hear compassion and softness, they will think it will be like mediocre. It will be medium. It will not be really well done or done well. It's not true. It's not true. We can really encourage ourselves, and then parts of ourselves we want to engage. We'll have the passion, and then you will achieve much more. So for me, perfectionism didn't work. Maybe I was good in the exams, maybe I was good in specific things, but I couldn't do a lot. And the stress really took the joy from everything I did. When you are releasing the perfectionism, also I will talk about how to do it, of course. Um, so so you not do everything maybe, but you do it well with energy and love, with passion and creativity, and with attention. With attention. So this is the change that I went through, and I was very perfectionist, as I said. Um, and today I have a lot of excitement to do. Somebody asked me today. He asked me, so if you're not fear oriented, perfectionism, if you think about it, it's connected to fear, right? What kind of fear? Think about it for a second. When you start to be perfectionists and to check yourself and to judge yourself and to push yourself in this way, it started right after you felt fear. It can be fear that is related, feel of failure or feeling not good enough at school or at home, maybe older sibling that was really high achiever or successful or gifted, maybe something else, but it can be also fear that is not related at all. Maybe you felt fear, you felt alone, you had to take care of your parent, if something bad happened to you and you felt afraid. And then a new part of you was born and you started to be goal oriented, to just to achieve, to live in a way in survival mode, in inner survival mode. Go, 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 go. It's only fear, the feeling that there is no time. You need to do it fast. You need to do it now. You need to be the best. It's all fear oriented. Comparing yourself to other people, it's brutal. I'm not saying not to know what is out there to be inspired, but it's different state of mind, right? To see others and to say, wow, I also want, not from jealousy, I also want, why I don't have that. I also want to be like that, to dance like that, to write like that. And then to achieve that, to teach yourself, to take the right teachers to get there, but not from a place of I'm not good enough, I'm she's better, he is better, and the comparison, because this is painful. When you're hurting yourself in this way, you have less energy to do. Imagine a tank with gas. This is a car. And you start the day with a full tank. Then you start to belittle yourself, to compare yourself. You're losing energy. Part of you is becoming more tired until you become a little bit pessimistic and tired and sad or angry, and it takes a lot of energy. Those emotions takes energy, so you're hurting yourself. If we'll stop doing that, we can use this gas to do things, to create, to be inspired, and to inspire others. So let's talk a little bit now about how to work with that. Okay, the mindset is working a lot with the modality of separation between mind, heart, and the adult, the leader. Knowing that if you think about yourself, or you look at really toddlers or young kids, they are still free. They don't have this mind that is checking them, comparing them, pushing them. And you see the joy. You see the joy. I don't know if you remember years of joy. Just being playful, happy, being in the moment, crying freely, dancing, being playful, being silly, being angry, just free. If you don't remember years like that, it's also okay. I remember 4 years like that, four. And then you felt the fear. First time you felt fear in your life, or sad or lonely. You didn't feel safe. And the protector came. The protector usually come with all those extra things in your personality in order to make you smaller. When you are out there, in the front row in life, leading people, doing things, it's a kind of a risk. You're exposed to criticism, right? When you do a lot, you also fail in a way, right? I'm not afraid of this word failure. But of course, when you do a lot, some will be well, some not. If you don't do a lot, there is no risk, right? You just sit at your home, you don't do a lot, you will not fail, you will not feel, not good enough. So there is a part of you that wants to slow you down, maybe. Yeah, for some of us, I had it big time. Prefer not to do a lot. If I will not go to the exam, I will not fail, right? So this is a part that is there since a certain age. And this part or was keeping you away from things, or was driving you in a negative way. In a way, when you are afraid, when you are critical, it's a force that can drive you to be better, right? To achieve more. But in a way, mean way. It's really mean. People are really mean to themselves. When I work with people for 25 years, people are really mean to themselves. I hear for years, I'm stupid, people say to themselves. I'm not good enough. I'm stupid. I'm not capable. I'll never make it. I'm nothing. You don't say it out loud, but so many people think that way. Of course, it's not your voice and it's not true. It's if you think about each sentence, each thought came from someone. You heard it from somewhere. It's a mirror you received, unfortunately. And then you are saying it to yourself. Your older sibling, somebody at school told you that. You hated this person. You're angry at this person. But then you are saying it to yourself. And this need to stop. So soon we'll talk about how to change this record that you have in your mind. But let's say it happened to you. Your mind took over, your heart is suppressed. The first feeling that you feel, that a child feels when you don't have freedom anymore to be yourself, when you start to be belittled, is think about it. If somebody will come to you today and criticize you, what you will feel? The first feeling is anger. And if you don't feel it, it means already it's already sadness. But if somebody, if there is somebody you love, and you will see somebody else, a neighbor, a teacher will come and say to this kid, you're not good enough, look at your drawing, You'll be very angry on this person. How dare you, right? So the first feeling is anger. But then when years you continue to do it to yourself and judge yourself and be hard with yourself like perfectionism people do, then it boils into sadness, sometimes despair. And then still people are in despair here and sad, but the mind is still go, 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 go. This separation between you and your body, you and yourself, will bring illnesses. You will not be able just to continue forever because the fountain of energy is blocked. You are doing it only from the mind. Also, you'll not be very successful, but not very successful. Maybe you'll be successful in the realm of the mind. Maybe you'll earn money, maybe you'll have a status, a position, but you will not be happy. I want to stop for a second to talk about that and to say what is success. And I want to tell you a little bit to share what is success through my eyes. It's a little bit different than other people. There are three kinds of success in my eyes. The mind success that we talked about, financial security, status, future, security, safety, all the things that the mind want to achieve, right? And this is one success. But what about success of the heart? Being happy, having good relationship, cultivating relationship, being happy person, joyful, full of light and creativity, being free. And the third kind of success is being open to other people, like helping others. You see somebody thirsty, give him a glass of water. You see somebody sad, give him a hug. You see at work somebody going like that, ask him, how are you? How is your day? Can I help? Can I help you? If somebody is only successful, and I meet a lot of people like that in the Bay Area, in the realm of the mind, for me, it's only 33.3 successful. And they're very annoyed hearing that when I'm saying to people in high, CEOs, people are really, successful in the mind realm. I'm telling them, in my eyes, you're not really successful. You're only third success. What? Yes. What about happiness, health? Health is not only strength training and going to the gym, but what about happiness, passion, creativity, being a good partner, being a good parent, being, happy and dream and what? Yes. So to be a perfectionist, maybe it will bring you to have success from the mind, but it doesn't mean that you will be happy. And this is why you are here, and this is why you sign up for this masterclass, because you know it. Coming back to the work with the mind, heart, and the adult, we want eventually the goal when we work with people is to create this, to connect to this leader that I spoke about before, the positive leader that will lead with grace, with calmness, being grounded, seeing the zooming out and seeing what's happening, right? Being able to be very sharp and very soft, like a bamboo, having possibilities, not only one route, one solution. So this is the goal of the inner work. This is how I see it. Being connected to also life and being intuitive, understanding people and situation in a deep way. We cannot do it only from the perfectionist mind. It's no way. The perfectionist mind is really goal oriented in a very simple way. The work that we do in the mindset is how to help the mind slow down. Right? Perfectionism is fear oriented. So you will feel there is no time. You need to do, and do it fast and accomplish. So first of all, to take, a second of, of being in your body. Let's do it now for a second if you're not driving. Just to sit for a second. And even if you stand, and to connect to the moment. You can do it with eyes closed or eyes open, to breathe, to listen to the sounds, to relax your shoulders, be aware of your posture. When you do that, you don't remember what you thought about before. Because the mind, you need to do this, and there is list of things you need to do, and it will never accomplish that. It's true. They'll never accomplish the list. The list will move from day to day. Wait, let's breathe for a second. In Zen, it's perfectionism. It's not perfectionism, but you see the beauty in Zen. When you see, Zen art, there is something beautiful. Zen flower arrangement. There is something beautiful. And it looks like perfect, right? So it's not out of perfectionism, it's out of slowing down, being aware of details, seeing the beauty. When it's like really breathing into it, and it looks perfect. And when people say, wow, it's so clean and neat, but it's not coming from fear. It's not coming because you want it perfect, because you want to achieve. It comes from attention. And slowing down, I don't mean slowing down externally. You can do things very fast. It's slowing down from within. Today, when I think, if see something, I can really see if it was only mind or conversation with someone, if it's more the mind is making it perfect, or it's more another part of you, that there is so much beauty in that. So, first of all, if you are having this perfectionist mind, I want you to take a breather, right? 10 times a day, 12 times a day, to stop everything and everything that you think about, also, and just to connect yourself to the moment. I do it a lot with my kids, and of course, I'm doing it a lot to myself, like just to stop. And after this break of 1 minute that you listen to the sounds and you felt your body, first of all, you'll understand if you are thirsty or hungry or need to go to the restroom. Some people that are really fast and go, 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 they didn't eat, they didn't take a bathroom break, they're not connected to the basic needs. So first of all, you'll have that. And let's say you also did that, you're cold, you put a sweatshirt, you're hungry, you eat something small. After that, you don't remember what you thought about, and new thought will come, right? So it's really important to take those breaks. And I know not everybody have time for 30 minutes meditation a day, but for 1 minute meditation, everybody can do it. Why it's so important? Because again, the goal is to connect to the leader, a different leader, not that the one that is like goal oriented, the one that go into perfection, the leader that is old, is intuitive, is intelligent, not have super intuition, and is wise, not only intelligent. This leader is here inside you, and and then when you connect to that, you do things differently. You encourage yourself in a different way. You have a positive self-talk, and your outcome will be the things you are doing or doing. It means it doesn't matter if it's through speech or with your hands. Will look perfect in a way. If will look with that you did with attention, being present. Also, when you're not hard with yourself, you can accomplish more. You have more energy. You are excited about life. It doesn't, I work with people that don't really love their job. Like, I love my job. I'm lucky, but they don't like the job, but they do it for many years and they cannot change their job right now because they have maybe kids going to college or things. But to change the way you do it and the state of mind can really make you not enjoy maybe the job if you're not in your purpose, but to continue because you are kind to yourself, but you're not hard with yourself. You don't push yourself through being strict with yourself. You do it with patience. The way I work with people, we work with people, is first of all meditation. So the 1 minute meditation is a good start. But if you want to learn more about different kind of meditation, you can book 15 minutes with me. It's complimentary. I shared the link here. You can also learn about the courses in my website. I shared it in the chat, and we can find the right meditation for you. I think that many people do meditate, but they don't know they are because they are running, for example, or walking outside, and they feel at this time it's more peaceful because they do art, because they go climbing in the climbing gym or in nature, and they have this meditation and they have a break. And after that, they feel more clear. But if you have something you start the day with, can really help change the day. But it's the thing is, meditation can be so many things. There are hundreds of ways to meditate. So you can book time with me and learn more about the possibilities of meditation. Um, let's say you change your mindset and you find this leader, still your body carry the stress, of so many years you stressed yourself. And this is why somatic work is important. We do a lot of breath work, a holotropic breath work. I think even if you're not in the Bay Area and you cannot come to meet me in my studio, you can still find it where you are. Sweating it out, exercise, things like that is necessary just to release the stress. So, on one hand, I want to teach you how not to create more stress, but also to clean the stress that you accumulated already during the years. When you have a very perfectionist mind, some people it will make them achieve more, but some people it can make them frozen. And I was more like that for a few years. Frozen, I will not even start something. I don't want even to start something because then I will fail and it will not be good enough. So why to try? But it's the same self talk. So I want also, before we go into questions and answers, to say that it's not hard to change that. It comes in the form of thoughts only. It's only thoughts. There is someone that takes the inner microphone and transmit thoughts in your mind that create stress, that create this suffering. But what will happen if you'll change the way you think? If you learn how to decide when to think and when not to think, then you'll stop creating stress in your body. I have on my YouTube channel labeling meditation. It's a good start. I cannot teach it today because already I talk for 30 minutes, but labeling meditation is a great meditation to start. I have a video that I explain how to do it, and you learn how to really let the thoughts go and choose what to think about. And this is important. If you're hard with yourself, like I was, you have a negative self talk, and the mind is like all the time transmitting those negative go push you in a mean way. There is a way to change it. It's not that hard. The work that takes more time is the somatic work. Again, the trauma that you already accumulated because of other people and the self-talk that you did to yourself. Don't blame yourself if you're not born like that. You learn it somewhere. That this is the way to live life. So this somatic work to clean the past takes more time. But for now, you can already start to 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 collect the tools that will help you stop hurting yourself with negative self-talk. This is the 30 minutes about perfectionism, but I'm really curious to hear questions from you guys because new question can bring new answers or things I forgot to talk about, and it's important. So if somebody can, we have 15 minutes for that. If somebody can unmute and share something or ask questions, it will be great.
Hi, Priya. It's Matt.
Hey,
How are you?
good to see you.
Thank you for putting this on. And my girlfriend had been on for a while. I think she had to go back to work, so I was hoping to introduce her to you. But I guess I feel like I'm pretty strong in the second and third area. Um, because of, I mean, you know, my personal situation with my first area. So I mean, I've achieved like the happiness. I believe I enjoy what I'm doing working with kids. Financially, it's not like necessarily working out. So I mean, I'm looking into second employment and everything. But I don't know. I guess I mean, I don't know how much of a question I have. I just like I'm trying to be really happy with, you know, like what I do now. I'm starting a gardening and sustainability program tomorrow. And so like I feel like I'm doing great things. I'm focused on creating positive ripples, which is more important than the financial part. But at times, you know, right now I have $14 on me, you know, and so I'm trying how to figure out how to be more at peace with my poverty currently. And you know, like because I know it's all gonna fix, you know, what I was doing before. And I'm just in a transitionary period. I'm 44. I was doing what I was doing for almost 30 years, and so now you know, I am just trying to figure out having that peace at the same time, and knowing that, this is temporary and this will all pass, but
Yes.
still focusing on what I can, for the sometimes when I do slip into, you know, being hard on myself, or the self talk where I'm like, like go get a job, you fucking loser. Get a second job, third job.
I think thank you for sharing. I think that it's a hard when we have we're in transition period and we left something and we are starting something new. There is a period in between that basically you don't earn the fruit yet, but you left something behind, and it's in every transition, and this is a period of time that we need the most encouragement, because you start something new, you're starting to build a life with things you love to do, and this is the time that we need them, to believe in ourselves, a positive self-talk. You can do it, you'll get there, it will be okay. But this is the time that usually we are hard with ourselves because there are no results yet, there is no outcome yet. Of course, it's easy when you're successful and it's working for you and everything is flowing. It's very easy to be happy, right? And to be content. But this is the time you need it the most, the positive leadership. We need somebody to believe in us. You see kids, if they have a teacher that believe in them, they will be really great. But if there will be a teacher that tell them you're problematic, you're problematic, you're problematic, the kid will become problematic. It will become his identity and his personality. So basically, we only need somebody to believe in ourselves. And if we don't have it, can we become this person? And to believe in ourselves and to find his voice again of the leader saying, it will be okay. It is okay. We're in the right path. You don't know if it will be okay or not, but anyway, it's okay. No matter happening, it's okay. And it's not that it will be a smooth ride. No, ride. Nobody promised us that it will be a smooth ride in life. But if we are strong and positive, so our car will not fall apart in the first challenge or second challenge. We're supposed to have challenges. Life is challenging, but if you are strong and grounded, so you can pass and learn from it and continue. So this is the time I want to encourage you the most to do the inner work, and you know what to do because in the Bay Area you can come into the breath work, you can come to the meditation in the center. To be part of the community and to also have other people telling you the stories that told you now, how they moved from being hard with themselves to encouraging themselves. Today I had a session with someone that is my student for a few years, and he said, I'm not fear oriented anymore. I'm not driven by fear of being not good enough, wanting to prove myself. So, now, like, the thing that is motivating me is energy and excitement. And I'm still motivated. I'm starting a startup, I'm doing things, but from a different place, and it feels so pleasant. So it's good to have other people, to be part of the community, or other people that are doing want to live life differently, not with so much suffering, to inspire you. So you know what to do because you're close to, you're in San Francisco in the area, and you can come here and receive this support. But other people, um, come book time with me. There is a way out of that. There is a way out. Thank you, Matthew. We have time for one more question. Take your time. And even now, when I'm asking if somebody has something to say, there is a voice inside you. Maybe I don't have the perfect question. Maybe somebody will have a better question. Maybe it's not connected to the subject. This is so you start to check yourself. And this is the thing we want to learn how to work with. So don't let this part decide if you'll ask questions or not, if you'll do this or not. The opposite. If you have resistance to do something in life, to ask a question now or to do something else in life, try to do it. When I was traveling for 10 years, trying many things, I didn't know, life is full with teachers, full with opportunities. I was totally free. I didn't have kids. What to do, where to go. My compass was resistant. When there is a voice telling me not to do it, I was suspicious. Why not to do it? What is waiting for me there? Of course, if it's not something dangerous or things like that. So if something preventing you from sharing right now, asking a question, try not to let this voice, this belittling voice, decide if you'll raise your hand or open your mouth or do things in life. Did I convince someone? Hi, Julia.
Hi, how are you, Priya?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Um, I will admit that sometimes when uh, I've been feeling sometimes such extreme fear of not doing it right that then it becomes overwhelm. I feel like I'm under the water, like and I teach this work, so then I'm even more critical of myself. So the somatic experience of not of being able to get to a place of calm sometimes feels almost impossible.
Thank you so much. Julia is a amazing leader also, and she's doing a lot of work with people. Thank you for that. And I think this work is also helping us, practice, and wanting to use the tools and learn more. So I appreciate that. The way I see it when I start something new or do something that I never did before, and usually it can come in those moments, right? Not something we did for 40 years.
Yeah.
And in yeah, and in those moments I see that I'm very excited. And I feel that somatically, the feeling of fear and excitement is the same sensation. So basically, something new is going to happen. I feel a wave of energy. And this energy can block us and make us afraid. And then the self talk, the negative self talk can start. Or we can take this energy and say, wow, we're going to do something we never did before. We don't know, how it will be, right? We don't cannot promise. Oh, you'll be great. You'll be amazing. We don't want this self talk. This is ego, right? It's more like let's see. And the unknown can bring fear. When I started podcasts this year, I don't know what's happening. I'm doing a lot of podcasts. The first one, I will tell you a funny story. So people write me, "Can you be my guest?" I said yes, and I thought there is first like a talk, like introduction, and we booked time. So I said, "Hi, I'm Priya. Nice to meet you." Somebody connected us. And then after a few minutes, she's asking me, "Okay, can we start record?" Now, I didn't know we are recording. Yes, it's a true story. I didn't know we are recording. I thought we are going just to meet each other and decide on what to do, what to talk about. So she's asking me. And then I felt this energy. This energy some people call anxiety, but I felt big energy coming. I started to be hot. So I said, just yes, of course I'm ready. I'm always ready, right? But give me a second. I closed my eyes and I felt this energy rushing, but I clear my mind because the mind very quickly can go into, but you're not ready. What are you going to talk about? Right? But I was really not ready. I didn't know. And then I opened my eyes and said, let's do it. It was beautiful. I think it was just happened not by accident because it made me enjoy it so much. It was spontaneous, it was real, it was me. And then the podcast started. I already did like 8 to 10 podcasts and I really love it. But the thing is that it's energy that the mind translate as fear. And so I want to invite you just to stay in the sensation and the excitement, because with not new things for us, life can be, and the profession can be so boring in a way. Even though each person is different, each session is different, it's exciting. We want also to grow ourselves as well, not only to help other people grow. So I always like a new challenge, you know uh, to have something that I never did before,
Mhm.
is exciting for me, and I'm using exciting for me and not scaring me. And this is, I think you can, you can understand what I'm talking about because you're already there. I will always, when I did workshops or session or retreat, while I was traveling the world, if the teacher said, "Who wants to volunteer?" I felt the fear, but I raised my hand. When I asked if somebody wants to share something or to ask, Julia wasn't sure, but if to share and to be vulnerable, but she decided to go for it. And this is what I mean. I mean to say yes when really part of you want to say no, part of you want to keep you at home, part of you prefer not to do, part of you prefer to fail. I'm talking about other people. So basically to say yes. Yeah, this is the way I see that. What do you think about that?
Yes, definitely. I can feel where it's big energy. So am I using this energy to drain me because of the fear, or to let myself harness it, and then it flows for better use, you know?
I think that we need this energy in order to do things successfully.
Mhm.
Because if I will not be excited about this masterclass, I will sit and hi everyone. My name is Priya. I'm working with 25 years with people, and let's talk about perfectionism. And I will not be, but I'm always excited. I feel the energy in my body, right? When I do something new, I feel even more. I don't know if you know it about me, but I had a fear of performing many years in college when I had to give a presentation, so I was shaking. I couldn't hold the paper because then everybody saw that. I was sweating. I'm really, really afraid from performing, from presentation, from even in a wedding to dance in the middle of the place. And this is the perfectionist mind. Don't do it because it will not be good because you never did it. So don't try even. But I was pushing it and do it and did it, but it wasn't so well. Because when you have this voice of belittling you, you can be okay. You can be a 7 or 6, right? But you'll not be shining. So the work really helped me. And today, when I'm performing or I initiate a wedding, with hundreds of people, I feel so good. I use this energy in retreats, right? To use this energy to take more room. The only thing we need to do is when we feel this energy that is different from the regular energy in the day-to-day life, is to think about it as excitement and to say, wow, I want more of that, and to surrender into it. The meditation practice can help because in meditation you surrender, right? You hear your mind tells you why you're wasting your time. You're sitting doing nothing. You answer email, clean the house, cook dinner, work. You have the other weakening voice telling you, lay down, you have pain in your leg, call a friend, eat something, you are hungry, you are thirsty, but you are sitting and you are basically not letting those voice takes you. So you surrender into the meditation and the moment. So I think the meditation practice really helped me do it also in the daily life. When the worst challenges and something new coming, I use the meditation into just to surrender into breath, to the moment, to the breathing, to energy, and not really go with the train of the I'm not good enough, I'm going to fail, because this is a dead end. And you know it because you are practicing. But when you practice, guys, more, the gifts and the fruit will be really there in your daily life. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jillian. Thank you everyone for coming today. It's already 12:48, and every 2 weeks I give another masterclass in a different subject. If you have something that you want me to talk about, please email me in the chat. There is my website. There is an email address there. I'm always looking for things that are interesting to talk about. Thank you so much.